Welcome. Today I'm going to speak to Sanjeev, our CEO. We'll speak a little bit about the processes we follow to get the user experience right. So how critical is it then to get the user experience right?
Yeah. User experience actually lies at the heart of the whole digital revolution, right? Because what everybody is recognizing is that now all the digital initiatives, all the applications which have come through, there is a critical mass of people who essentially are kind of crowding these digital spaces, right? I mean, today any business, if they have to engage with their consumers, I mean, they essentially have to go to the different digital spaces, call them digital media. So, I mean, all these social networking site, right? That's where people are spending their time. So, anybody who is trying uh, to basically engage with their customer, they need to essentially create a user experience that is in line with how people today are interacting with all the new age applications, right? And another thing which is happening is that this is unlike something which we used to do before, because the devices are new, the channels are new, the kind of collaborations which are happening, right, is new. For example, the user generated content, the kind of today uh, ability for an application to essentially engage a consumer, right? It's no more a brand pushed content that we are seeing, which used to be the case in other media. Today it's a lot of applications essentially depend upon that, are they able to get their users to engage and generate that content, right? And which means that you have to give an experience which allows people to engage, which allows people to basically express themselves, to participate, right? All of that essentially is around this whole revolution of creating vibrant communities, and behind the success of any of the large initiatives or the applications that you see.
Absolutely. And any challenges in doing that?
Yeah, quite a lot actually. So what you see is that user experience is the part which users see, but behind that there are a lot of disparate pieces, perspectives, right? And those perspectives can be technology perspectives. What kind of technologies are operating behind the scenes to make a certain service possible for the consumer, or for example, the kind of devices which are being used, right? Apart from that, the content which is being delivered, and apart from that, I think the whole diversity of the profile of the people, because today, I mean, there is a huge difference in terms of how, what kind of expectations people have. For example, I mean, if you recall the previous enterprise applications, uh, used to be something that you train people on, and then people get used to it, right? But today, I mean, you have to go with a on a premise that nobody really, even if you tell them that this is the help on usage, nobody is going to go and look at that, right? So people are looking at something which is intuitive, right? They don't want to spend time on learning an application. It's like that I it should be so easy to use for anybody, right? So there are, for example, people who are in their teens who start basically using these applications, right? So that essentially has really made it a challenging thing, that despite all these differences from the user expectations, the different kind of technologies which are behind, the different brand expectations, right? How do you kind of build something which hides some of these complexities and present something which looks very aesthetic, as well as very intuitive to the end users.
Thanks, Sanjeev. With this, we come to a close of this discussion.